watch turn on. We're 12 minutes late. I know we're usually a couple minutes late, but we had to be a little bit late today because someone was taking a bath and decided he would add some personal touches, which resulted in emergency showering after the bath because it was not a mud soak that was meant to happen. So we had to take care of that, which is why we're late. Which he thought was hilarious. And I think I am permanently mentally scarred. So, tonight's books, in lieu of that, I'm going to try and get that out of my memory. We'll read Happy Hippo, Angry Duck. Our Thanksgiving book for tonight is Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. And then our new book, God Gave Us Sleep. So we'll read those three for tonight. Which would you like to read first, Stinky Blood? Happy Hippo, Angry Duck? Okay. And the poo connoisseur that Athena is quite pleased with the fact that there was a special bath. Oh, so gross. You're so gross. Why would you do that? You're so gross. All right. Happy Hippo, Angry Duck. A Book of Moods by Sandra Boynton. Grossed out is not in here. That is Mommy's current mood. Thankfully, there's a shower in the tub. So you are technically clean, but you're still gross. Hello, little person. How are you today? Is your mood quite terrific? We're only okay. Are you happy as a hippo? You certainly are. Or angry as a duck? Maybe sad as a chicken? Can you sadly say, cluck, cluck? Are you grumpy as a moose? Or excited as a dog? You excited? You're a dog. You seem excited. Worried as a rabbit? Contented as a frog? You're excited. You're a dog. Perhaps, like a pig, you are sweetly amused. Oh, here's Mom. Or perhaps, like a cow, you're completely confused. It's following me right now. You might feel that somehow you've lost all your fizz. Or you're frazzled like a, frazzled thing. I'm not sure what it is. Mom might actually be the frazzled thing. I might be the frazzled thing. Don't think I'm the confused cow. I think I might be the frazzled thing. Well, I hope you are happy. But if you are not, you have friends who will help you. We like you a lot. And a difficult mood is not here to stay. Everyone's mood will change day to day. Unless you're that duck. He's always this way. Oh, that duck. That wacky duck. See what I did there? Yeah, not impressed? Cool. Which one of these do you want to read next? Charlie Brown Thanksgiving? Okay. Oh, I didn't bring the water upstairs. Well, all right. What are you looking at, little girl? What are you all sassy back there for? Okay. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving, and Charlie Brown's friend Lucy can't wait to celebrate. Charlie Brown, I'll hold this football and you kick it, Lucy says. You can't fool me, says Charlie Brown. I'll come running up and you'll pull the football away like you always do. One of the best traditions is the Thanksgiving football game, says Lucy. The most important part is the kickoff. Charlie Brown thinks Lucy will let him kick the football if it's a holiday tradition. He runs toward the football, but she pulls it away again. Oh, Lucy. Every time. Later. Tell Sandra. Thank you. Hey. Thank you. Later, Charlie Brown is talking with his sister, Sally, and his friend, Linus. Why should I give thanks on Thanksgiving? Sally says. I haven't even finished eating my Halloween candy yet. Besides, all Thanksgiving does is make more work for us in school. Linus disagrees. Thanksgiving is a very important holiday, he explains. Ours was the first country in the world to make a national holiday to give thanks. Sally sighs and stares lovingly at Linus. Isn't he the cutest thing? Linus just rolls his eyes. What are you going to do on Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown? Sally and I are going over to our grandmother's house for dinner, Charlie Brown says. As soon as they get back home, Charlie Brown gets a call from Peppermint Patty. My dad said I can join you for Thanksgiving, she says. I don't mind inviting myself over, since I know you kind of like me, Chuck. Charlie Brown tries to explain that he is going to his grandmother's house for dinner. But Peppermint Patty keeps talking over him. By the way, I told Marcy and Franklin about the big turkey dinner you're having, so you can count on 3 for dinner. Peppermint Patty has invited herself, Marcy, and Franklin over for Thanksgiving dinner, and I'm not even going to be home, Charlie Brown grunts to Linus. Linus has an idea. You can have 2 dinners. Cook the first one for your friends, and then go to your grandmother's house for your family, with your family, for the second one. There's one flaw in Linus's plan. Charlie Brown doesn't know how to cook. All I can make is cold cereal and toast. I think in the cartoon he says burnt toast. Charlie Brown admits Linus isn't discouraged. Maybe we could help, he says. Snoopy, go out to the garage and get a table for the backyard. Snoopy salutes Linus and gets to work. Snoopy and Woodstock find an old ping pong table and they bring it outside. And Snoopy sets up chairs around the table. Lawn chairs, beach chairs, chairs, enough for everyone. To top it off, they put a pretty tablecloth on, set the table, and even fold the napkins for each place setting. Now that the table is ready, Snoopy, Woodstock, Charlie Brown, and Linus start to make Thanksgiving dinner. Linus and Charlie Brown set up toasters and thin slices of bread. Once the bread is toasted, Snoopy butters all the pieces and stacks them on a serving platter. While Linus and Charlie Brown get popcorn, jelly beans, and pretzels, Snoopy and Woodstock disappear for a minute. Then they return dressed up like pilgrims. Charlie Brown isn't impressed. How can you serve the food in that ridiculous outfit? He scolds Snoopy. The guests will be here soon. Snoopy sighs and reaches for his chef's hat. Soon, Peppermint Patty, Marcy, and Franklin arrive and follow Charlie Brown out to the big table in the backyard. It's time for dinner. Snoopy is about to serve the guests when Peppermint Patty cuts in. Shouldn't we say grace first? She asks. Linus stands up. In the year 1621, the Pilgrims had their first Thanksgiving feast, he begins. Elder William Brewster, who was a minister, said a prayer that was something like this. We thank God for our homes and food and our safety in a new land. We thank God for the opportunity to create a new world for freedom and justice. Amen, Peppermint Patty says. Alessandro, hey. Dale. Calm down. Snoopy lifts the lid off a big platter and reveals the feast. Freshly popped popcorn, colorful jelly beans, salty pretzel sticks, and a stack of hot buttered toast. He loads up each guest's plate and sends it sailing over to them. Peppermint Patty frowns. What kind of Thanksgiving dinner is this? Where's the turkey? Cranberry sauce and pumpkin pie, Chuck, she asks Charlie Brown. Don't you know anything about Thanksgiving dinners? What blockhead made all this? She throws down her popcorn in disgust. Snoopy pulls his chef hat down over his face, and Charlie Brown gets up and walks away from the table. You were kind of rough on Charlie Brown, Marcy says to Peppermint Patty. Rough? Peppermint Patty shouts. We were supposed to be served a real Thanksgiving dinner. But did he invite you here? Marcy asks. Or did you invite yourself and us too? Peppermint Patty thinks for a minute. She knows Marcy is right. Marcy, maybe you could go to Chuck and patch things up for me. Marcy isn't so sure that's a good idea. I think maybe you should go to Chuck and tell him yourself, she says. I'll just ruin everything. You go and speak for me. Back in the house, Marcy finds Charlie Brown in the living room looking upset. Peppermint Patty didn't mean all those things she said, Marcy tells him. Actually, she really likes you. Hi, Crazy Pants. I'm just sorry I ruined everyone's Thanksgiving, he moans. But Marcy knows Charlie Brown is missing the point. Thanksgiving isn't about eating, she says. We should be thankful for being together. That's what Thanksgiving is all about. Peppermint Patty sneaks up behind the two of them. Apologies accepted, she asks, offering to shake hands with Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown smiles and shakes her hand. Just then the clock chimes. Good grief, Charlie Brown cries. It's 4 o'clock. She and Sally are supposed to be at their grandmother's house in half an hour. Charlie Brown picks up the phone and dials his grandmother's number. Charlie Brown starts to tell his grandmother that they'll be late for dinner because their friends haven't eaten yet. But after a minute, he breaks into a huge grin. Everyone, Charlie Brown, Sally, Franklin, Linus, Peppermint Patty, and Marcy, is invited to Thanksgiving dinner at his grandmother's house. Hi. Really bad. Peppermint Patty runs to the backyard. We're all invited to Charlie Brown's grandmother's for Thanksgiving, she cries. Everyone cheers. After the gang piles into the car, they settle into their seats and wave goodbye to Snoopy and Woodstock. Isn't there an old song about going to grandmother's house? Marcy asks. Peppermint Patty nods. And all the kids start to sing, over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Back at Snoopy's doghouse, Snoopy and Woodstock put the finishing touches on their own Thanksgiving dinner with pumpkin pie for dessert. Thanksgiving is always special, especially when you celebrate it with friends. Wait a minute, so Snoopy could make a full Thanksgiving meal. Why didn't he do that instead of the toast? Right? I don't know. Now think about these things. All right. And now God gave us sleep. Are you going to actually fall asleep? Goofy boy. All right. This book is dedicated to all the mamas and papas of little cups who are praying for a good night's sleep. Hang in there. It gets easier, we promise. I don't know, does it? You're 8 years old and having trouble sleeping. Little cub, Mama called. It's time for bed. Aw, Mama, little cub said. I don't want to. We're building an igloo. I see that, Mama said. You can start again in the morning. Okay, said little cub, dragging her paws toward the house. Are the twins asleep? She whispered. Yes, Mama said. They've been asleep for an hour already. I don't need as much rest because I'm bigger. That you are, but all cubs need a good night's sleep. Even you, even Papa, even us. God gave us work time and play time and rest time too. Why does he want us to rest? It's how he made us. Why? I think playing is a whole lot more fun than sleeping. God gave us rest so we have energy for our day and patience to enjoy it. And, she said, her voice hushed, so we have quiet time to listen to him. Now into bed with you, little cub. It's time for a good night's sleep. Little cub knew it was time for sleep, but she wasn't quite ready. Can I have a glass of water? She asked her as Mama tucked her in. Yes, sighed Mama. Now I kind of have to go to the bathroom. All right, Mama said, but hurry. Can you read me a story? Sure. Choose your favorite. Can we read one more story, please? Okay, just one more. Aren't you going to pray? Of course, Mama said, touching her nose with little cups. For a good night's sleep. That's what I pray for. You should get a good night's sleep. Yeah. You didn't give me a forehead kiss? Oh my goodness. Mama was almost out the door when little cup said, Mama? Yes, little cup. What if God doesn't give me a good sleep? What if I get one of those bad, scary dreams? Mama turned and knelt by her bed. We should pray for good dreams. For a good sleep. Wow. And then they did just that. No matter what happens tonight, little cup, Mom said, remember that God is the maker of everything in our world, including our imagination, where our dreams come from. he can give you a good sleep. If you say so, I know so, Mama said. Trust him and think about how he keeps us safe. Like the biggest, best bear you ever met. Think happy thoughts. Got it? Got it. Good. Sleep tight, little cub. Mama closed the door. Little cub flipped over and flopped over and wrestled with the covers. She couldn't sleep for very long. Good morning, Mama said. Did you have a good sleep? Uh-oh. Did you have bad dreams again? No, you said to think happy thoughts, so I thought about the igloo, but then my mind was too busy. All I could think about was what I wanted to do today. Mom let out a deep breath. Oh, that would keep a cub's mind busy. Have some breakfast, then out you go. After she ate, little cub raced outside and worked hard on her igloo with her friends. But as the day went on, she got grumpier and grumpier. She yelled at the pesky otters. She fought over the shovel. She walked off in a huff when Bonnie the bunny wouldn't let her open the first gate. Oh, the gate first. Everyone's making me so mad, little cub grumbled, slamming the door behind her. You might be feeling cranky because you didn't get a good night's sleep, Mama said. God gave us rest as part of our daily rhythm. Rhythm like a song? Yes. Work and rest, play and rest. Work and rest, play and rest, Mama Bear said, dancing with her. That's how it's supposed to go. Little cub dragged through dinner and dragged through dishes. When Papa said it was time to go to bed, she didn't complain. After they tucked her in and prayed for good dreams, little cub said with a yawn, I'm glad that God gave us sleep. I'm tired. Us too, Mama said, kissing her nose. Then together they prayed for a quiet mind, happy dreams, and a good sleep. And maybe that's what we need to pray for, a quiet mind. Little cub closed her eyes and felt the edge of sleep, with the best of blankets covering her. Soon she dreamed of the most awesome iceberg slide in the Arctic. Ooh, that sounds like fun, doesn't it? And she dreamed of riding on a caribou sled through the mountains. What? And she dreamed of flying up and among the northern lights. And she had some good dreams. Until she woke up to a beautiful new morning. Stretching, little cub looked outside and thought about how she couldn't wait to be with her friends, even Bonnie and the pesky otters. And she was glad, so glad, that God gave her a good night's sleep. Yeah, we gotta figure out how to help you quiet your mind. Because your mind just goes a mile a minute. Yep. Cop. Crazy boy. And it's time for bed. Okay. I don't know what you're saying. Okay. So that is that for tonight. Okay. So let's see if I can tuck this in bed at all. So I probably won't be able to. Oh boy. Get back in bed. That does Thank you. Oh boy. All right, guys. So we will see you tomorrow for 3 more stories. Okay. Good night, everyone.